chicken. It's often touted as the healthy meat choice. We grill it, bake it, and sauté it, believing it contributes to our well-being. But what if this seemingly harmless protein source could be increasing our risk of cancer? A new study has sent ripples through the health community, suggesting a link between high poultry consumption and an elevated risk of cancer, particularly gastrointestinal cancers. This research, while preliminary, raises important questions about the foods we consume and their long-term impacts on our health. It challenges the widely held belief that poultry is a universally safe and healthy food. The study highlights the need for greater awareness about the potential risks associated with high poultry intake, especially as part of a Western diet. While further research is necessary to confirm these findings, the study's results are concerning enough to warrant attention. It's time to reevaluate our dietary choices and consider the potential long-term consequences of our eating habits. This includes being mindful of our poultry consumption and exploring alternative sources of protein. The study, conducted by the National Institute of Gastroenterology, Saverio de Bellis, Italy, followed nearly 5,000 participants for almost 2 decades. The researchers investigated the relationship between poultry consumption and the risk of developing gastrointestinal cancers. The results were startling. Individuals who consumed more than 300 grams of poultry per week were found to have a 27% increased risk of dying from any cause. Even more alarming was the significantly elevated risk of death from gastrointestinal cancers within this group. This finding suggests that high poultry intake could be detrimental to our health, increasing our susceptibility to serious diseases. The study also delved into the specific types of meat consumed by participants. Interestingly, among those who died from gastrointestinal cancers, poultry constituted a significant portion of their meat intake. This observation further strengthens the link between high poultry consumption and an increased risk of developing these types of cancers. It's important to note that this study focused on overall poultry consumption and did not differentiate between organic, free-range, or conventionally raised chicken. Further research is needed to determine if the quality and sourcing of poultry play a role in the observed cancer risks. However, these initial findings provide a compelling reason to moderate our poultry intake. One of the most striking observations from the study was the significant difference in risk between men and women. Men who consumed high amounts of poultry faced a staggering 61% increased risk of all-cause mortality. This risk was even more pronounced when it came to gastrointestinal cancers, with men experiencing a 161% increased risk of death from these diseases. While the exact reasons for this gender disparity remain unclear, researchers speculate that it could be attributed to a combination of biological factors and differences in dietary habits. Men generally tend to consume more meat than women, which could explain their higher susceptibility to the adverse effects of high poultry intake. Additionally, hormonal differences between men and women might play a role in how their bodies metabolize poultry. For instance, some studies suggest that estrogen might offer a protective effect against certain types of cancer, which could explain the lower risk observed in women. However, more research is needed to fully understand the reasons behind this gender gap and determine if there are specific biological mechanisms at play. In the meantime, these findings underscore the need for men, in particular, to be mindful of their poultry consumption and consider reducing their intake. The study's findings, while concerning, should not be interpreted as a call to eliminate poultry from our diets entirely. Instead, they highlight the importance of moderation and making informed choices about the food we consume. Here are some tips for healthier poultry consumption. Moderate your intake. Aim to limit your poultry consumption to no more than 200 grams per week. Choose quality over quantity. Opt for organic or free-range chicken whenever possible. These options are often raised without antibiotics and hormones, which could potentially contribute to health problems. Vary your protein sources. Don't rely solely on poultry for your protein needs. Incorporate other healthy protein sources into your diet, such as fish, beans, lentils, tofu, and tempeh. Embrace healthier cooking methods. High-heat cooking methods like grilling and frying can create harmful compounds that may increase cancer risk. Instead, choose gentler cooking methods like baking, poaching, or stewing. By following these tips, you can continue to enjoy poultry as part of a balanced diet while minimizing potential health risks. Remember, knowledge is power when it comes to making healthy food choices. Stay informed, Be mindful of your consumption and prioritize your long-term health and well-being.